Ugh. You know, there is not much worse than doing that right there. Hitting a pop fly is the absolute most terrible. You know, right after you hit it, you got to run to first base, but you know somebody's going to catch it really easily because pop fly is the easiest thing to catch from defense. You know, hard ground ball, soft ground ball, those are even tougher than catching a pop fly. Well, how do we avoid this? I have a lot of players, a lot of students ask me, hey, I'm popping up the ball a lot. In fact, I've got an online student right now who's having a lot of trouble with it, even though the swing's going pretty good. But there's a couple key reasons why we pop up the ball. We're going to cover those in today's video. We're going to show you the two main reasons you're hitting pop flies and how to fix them. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, first things first, what causes a pop-up? Regardless of swing mechanics, if the bat touches the bottom of the ball is going to go into the air. That's going to be a ball that's popped up. So if the bat touches the bottom, if we're swinging down, if we're swinging level, if we're swinging up, if we're swinging sideways, if the bat touches the bottom of the ball is going to go in the air. Now, that being said, there are some swing mechanics that promote more of hitting the bottom of the ball. And now, what is that? Now, that mainly has to do with hand path. Now, there's a lot of mechanics that cause pop flies. Even if your swing is good, even if your hand path is perfect, there's things that can cause pop flies. But in today's video, we're going to be focusing in on how hand path causes a pop fly. So, if hitting the bottom of the ball helps us pop up the ball, what would be the best hand path to pop up the ball? Well, obviously, if I'm trying to hit the bottom of the ball, more of an upward hand path is going to be the best way for me to catch the bottom of the ball. It's going to be the best way for me to hit a pop fly. Now, we don't want to hit pop flies, but if it's the best way for me to, I want my hands coming upwards so I can lift the ball. So that's going to give me my best chance at hitting the bottom of the ball. Now, the same thing's true. I can swing up and still hit a ground ball. If the bat hits the top of the ball is going to go down. So, but again, what is the swing promoting? Where am I getting most of my hits? If I hit one beautiful line drive swinging up and I catch the middle of the ball, but the next the next 9 hits in a row are popped up into the outfield, well, or into the infield, that doesn't matter. I mean, we know if we pop up a ball at any competitive level, we have almost no chance at getting a hit. Then what do we do to fix that? Well, guys, I got a great drill for you today that's going to help you rewire, refresh, and reset your hand path so that we can get a much more direct hand path, which is going to lead to much more consistent contact and consistent strikes on the ball. So we want to hit this ball solidly. So what's our best hand path to hit the ball solidly? Well, it's going to be a much more direct hand path so that we can come into this ball and give ourselves the best chance of squaring up the ball, meaning coming into impact, covering the majority of the ball that we possibly can versus the bottom of the ball. So what we need to do, just like anything else we do in the Pro Speed Baseball hitting system, when we have a problem, we want to get it as quickly as we possibly can. So what drill can we do to clean up more of a upward swooping hand path that's promoting pop flies? Well, in today's video, in our drill, is very simple. It doesn't matter how you swing or what you do. This will correct your hand path simply because it has to. This drill, guys, is going to be an over-exaggeration of a downward hand path so that we can level out our upward hand path. So if I feel like I'm swinging down and I really swing up, I might get a nice level hand path. But whether or not we like it, this is going to reset our hand path into a much more direct hand path that's going to promote more line drives and backspin home run trajectory balls. So again, if my hand path is up, I'm going to do the opposite and swing down. Now, what I've done here is I've set the top of a bucket lid, a ball bucket lid here, just a couple feet in front of the plate. And this is the drill we're going to do. We're going to hit the ball at the bucket lid. But there's going to be a progression to this. We're going to softly start working out our hand path so we can start leveling things out. So what I want to try to do here, without doing anything weird in the swing, without lunging over or lifting my hands up and chopping down, I simply want to softly hit this ball and actually hit it somewhere in the same area as the bucket lid. So you can see that hit about a foot in front of the bucket lid. So I'm going to over-exaggerate it even more. And again, I've only got this about 2 feet in front of the tee. There we go. So I actually got that one to hit maybe a couple inches from the tee. In this drill, all we're trying to do, guys, is get somewhere around the distance that the bucket lid or whatever target. You can use another ball, you can use a piece of paper, whatever you want, somewhere around your target. And then that way, once you hit your target, you can go ahead and bump it up to the next progression. I like to do 2 steps at a time, just 2 big steps, which is going to be roughly 2 yards, so 6 feet. And now we're going to do it again. But now you can see that I'm not going to need nearly as severe as a hand path, because my hand path is going to be a little bit further out, or a little bit more level, but it's still significantly down compared to an upward hand path. So now what I'm going to try to do is hit it somewhere right around the same distance as that plate in front of me. So you can see right there, that hit about maybe 15 feet in front of that. So my hand path was actually pretty good there. I hit a nice sharp line drive, or nice sharp ground ball, but it wasn't near my mark right here. So what I'm really trying to do is make, probably good 50% swings, easy swings, where I'm trying to hit. There we go. That was pretty close to that. I'm actually trying to hit my target. When I hit my target, I'm going to go ahead and bump it up another couple steps. And I'm going to do the same thing. So what you guys can see is I started off with a severe downward hand path at the first progression. Then I went a couple steps forward. I'm a little less down, but I'm still down. Now I've moved it up, and I'm going to be a little bit more down, but I'm going to be more level than I was before. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly walk this up. So now I'm going to try to do the same thing, hit that mark right out there. There we go. So that was pretty close to my mark. And what I would do, guys, is I would continuously try to move this up. I'm going to do one more progression so you guys can kind of see how this works. Again, I'm doing about 2 steps at a time. Doesn't have to be anything specific. The whole idea is to slowly level out your hand path to the point that you want it at. So again, I'm going to try to hit this marker. Now, that I was actually really trying to hit the marker, but you can kind of see how that was a beautiful low hard line drive, solid line drive off the tee, but I was really trying to hit that. So my hand path is starting to naturally level out even when shooting this video right now, just because I'm trying. I have a marker, and I have a game plan of what I'm trying to do with my hands. So guys, if you're struggling with popping up the ball, most of the time it's having a swooping hand path, meaning the hands are coming up into the ball. So again, what this is going to do, it's going to help level you out so that you can get back to those piercing line drives and backspin home run trajectory balls simply by throwing a marker and progressively moving it forward on the field or in the cage. And by over exaggerating from the start, you can get right on it right away. And guys, this is a great drill that you can go back to every single time you practice, just for the mere fact that, hey, I'm popping up the ball again. Well, let me reset my hand path, make sure my hand path's good. It takes about this much time. And once you got it, you can kind of go back into, you can do the same thing in side toss or front toss. You can do it in batting practice. You can do the same drill. It's a little bit tougher when the ball is moving, but it's still going to level out your hand path and help you get a much more direct route to the ball, which is going to give you your best chance at hitting the ball solidly every single time. So guys, throw this drill in if you're ever having trouble popping up the ball, and it's going to help you get right back on track right away. Now, this drill is great regardless of your swing, but if you have great swing mechanics, it's going to help you out a lot. It's going to help you get the drill done faster. It's going to help the pop-ups happen much less often, and you're just going to be more efficient altogether with better mechanics. Now, in the Pro Speed Baseball hitting system, we go over hardcore black and white mechanics that you can go over and build a beautiful swing. I got a great bonus for you guys. I'm going to play actually one of our all-access lessons from our membership video library that you can get instant access to by simply clicking on the iCard or in the link in the description below. That way you can take a look at what we do in the Pro Speed Baseball hitting system that's getting hitters great swings that yields great results. We'll see you in the next lesson. We're going to now start showing how our weight shift is involved with the release of the bat. We just simply need to understand exactly where we want to be in our weight shift. So we're going to get a lot more specific. We're going to be talking about the timing of getting the back pocket in front of the tee at the same time we're hitting the ball. But the first thing we need to do, guys, is we need to rep this out and make sure that we can definitely get the weight transfer that we need. So we're going to put our arms across our chest. We're going to get at least 100 repetitions